go to our Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan Sianka. Dan, what are you tracking for us tonight?
Well, obviously keeping an eye on these fires, Aaron, with many of them across the state and also up into parts of Washington and Oregon, whole western portion of the country dealing with a lot of these fires. Now, luckily, some of the fires in the Rockies, like in Montana and Colorado, actually got some snow overnight, which is somewhat wild considering that here on the West Coast, we are hot and we are dry, and the winds, well, they will stay offshore into tomorrow. So look at all the red spots on the map. That is a satellite heat map of the fires. We can see them from the Sierra up to the northern coastal ranges to our local Dolan fire, and all under us or all over us right now is a big plume of smoke, which has actually really helped to block out sunshine today. High temperature forecast kind of in the toilet today, to be honest. We were looking at much warmer temperatures, but the smoke really prevented most of that sunlight from reaching the ground, and subsequently we saw much cooler temperatures. In fact, right now it's 36 degrees cooler right now than it was this time yesterday in Big Sur. So we are very cool compared to yesterday just due to a lack of sunshine and also our deepening marine layer. Onshore flow has certainly brought some cooler air. Right now, low 60s in Monterey and Salinas. What a change we've experienced there. 69 in Watsonville and inland areas, a little bit warmer still with 95 at Fort Hunter Liggett, but either way, much cooler out there. But the problem is still some wind, okay? So as we look at our red flag warnings, they remain in effect until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, including the Santa Cruz Mountains and the Diablo Range in Santa Clara County. These areas will continue to see winds out of the north or offshore dry winds over 1,000 feet in elevation into the overnight tonight. That will increase our fire danger in these locations. So again, avoid any sort of spark is what we're going to try to do. Here are those northerly winds. You can see them over the crest of the Santa Cruz Mountains and over the Diablo Range as well through 9 p.m. tonight. I do expect them to die down a little bit after midnight. And then I'm also watching the Dolan fire. We're going to still see northerly winds there. They will switch to the south tomorrow afternoon. You can see those southerly winds really picking up early in the day tomorrow, which will cause some gusty conditions right along the coast. Then that's going to flip back around to the northwest tomorrow afternoon. So I expect erratic winds on the Dolan fire tomorrow, unfortunately, and that is not going to be a good thing for firefighters. On top of that, a lot of the smoke that got pushed off to the south today with those southerly winds tomorrow is actually going to get pushed back off to the north tomorrow. So that is going to cause some issues around the bay as well. I think we will see reduced air quality. We had some improvement today with just good to moderate conditions for most locations, but I do expect some more smoke in the low levels tomorrow. Other than that, also some fog coming back around the bay tonight into tomorrow morning. The low clouds, the marine layer is back in action here around the central coast. Now, as we head into tomorrow afternoon, some of those low clouds may linger a bit, but otherwise expecting the return of those clouds after some sunny days where we saw plenty of heat. Here's a look at your temperature forecast for tomorrow. Much cooler temperatures again. 70s across the Santa Cruz Mountains, 60s down along the coast, 67 in Santa Cruz and Capitola. East shore of the bay staying in the 60s tomorrow. We're going to be around 70 in Salinas, close to 70 in Watsonville, 80 in Hollister, a little warmer up in the Santa Clara Valley. Monterey Peninsula highs mainly in the 60s tomorrow. Again, another cooler day after the heat that we saw this weekend. And then farther south, some warmer temperatures in the 80s, but really much cooler as we continue to see the smoke and an increase in those onshore winds. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast on the coast. Now you'll see temperatures staying somewhat cool, lower than normal for this time of year. I'm going to keep low clouds in the forecast for the next several days. Some warming possible out of the weekend. Inland areas also pretty cool for this time of year for the next few days or so. A little bit more seasonal by the end of the week, but either way, going to keep that smoke in the forecast as well.